Access granted. Transferring data. Activated.
All right, can you hear me now? Okay, now maybe audio and video are working. Is that the case? It's weird. Yes, volume's good. Good, thanks. Something happens on my configuration of OBS where once in a while the microphone doesn't work, and I'll check. I can see the microphone button. The light is on, and then but it's rare enough that when it happens, I'm like, oh shoot, how do I fix that? Right? It's like if something goes wrong on a regular basis, you know how to fix it quickly. If it doesn't happen except once every 3 or 4 months, then you're like, oh, what was that? Anyway, so sorry about that. Okay, what was I saying? I don't know. This is Peter versus Machine. I'm Peter. I'm playing Civilization 6, Sid Meier's Civilization 6. In this game, I am playing Byzantium, and I'm playing on level 8, which is the hardest level, Deity, and Deity going for a religious victory. Yeah, there's some irony there. And I gotta say, I'm not a Deity level player. The first game in this series I lost, so I just restarted the game, started the second one, and in this current game, I'm not doing very well. I'm going to trudge on because I do have an idea. I do feel like I have some hope. So let's call up the game, and there it is. Yes, there's the game. Okay, so the current situation is we are at 3 cities, but it's turn 152. We're well into the situation, and let's see where we're at in the tech tree. I've only found one other civ, the Vikings, and look at I'm here in the classical era, and they're up here in the Renaissance era. They're 2 eras ahead. I mean, this is really bad. Now, it's not as bad as it looks in the sense that usually in Civ 6 until the end game, the other civs are ahead of you. And I played England recently and managed to keep up with the civs all the way through the game, which made the ending kind of boring because when the hockey stick at the end comes, I just went way out in front of them. So but this is a huge lead. This is the difference between here and here seems really quite bad in terms of how far behind I am on civics and science. And I don't know where the other civs are. I am playing on a I forget what map I picked, but I think it's like a continents map of some sort. And this doesn't seem to tell me. No, it doesn't. So Anyway, I've only found one other civ, and we got in a little tussle. It's the Vikings. I managed to take Tromso, but then lost it to loyalty. I retreated. I ran away when he came out with Berserkers. I was still with like ancient era archers and warriors. That's what I still am at. And it's like, oh yeah, this is bad tech. Now down here I've got a swordsman, so I'm inching into the classic era, and so not a strong position. Okay, so if I lose this game, we're gonna look back and say I had lost it by this point. But I'm going forward. The one thing that gives me some hope is that there's a lot of land to settle. Even though I haven't settled a lot of cities, there's a number of cities I can settle here, and I've got the settler combo going. So let me tell you about this. If you don't know, there's a combo for being able to spam settlers, and it is 3 different key pieces to it. One is a government plaza, which we have right here, with ancestral hall. Now, government plaza on the civics chart, you get at stake workforce, but you don't get the ancestral hall, which is a building that you want to build in that district for this combo, until political philosophy. It doesn't say that anywhere very clearly. Like I have been in situations like how come the ancestral hall is not showing up as a legal build? It's because you don't get it until political philosophy. Okay, so now what this combo does, ancestral hall, gives you a 50% bonus on producing settlers, and whenever you found a new city, that city has a builder. It comes with a builder. The other thing that is good to have is, as far as this trifecta of things that form this combo, is to have colonization policy, which also adds 50% to the production of settlers. And you get colonization in early empire. So if we go back to this early empire, so state workforce, early empire, both prerequisites to political philosophy, but you can get part of the combo going as soon as you get early empire. You have 50% bonus on settlers, and those the percentages are added up, so it's not mathematical accumulative, it's summation accumulative, so that 2 sources with 50% bonus means you have 100% bonus, where if you did it mathematically, it'd only be a 75% bonus. So that's good. That's in your favor. The third piece of this combo is in the governors to take Magnus with the promotion provision. So that takes 2 government slots to get to there. And what that does is that if you train a settler in the city where Magnus is at, you don't lose a population. So you need Magnus and the government plaza in the city where you want to be the city that's going to spam settlers. And once you have it all lined up, you're ready to go. I love this combo. The problem with this combo is that it's a little late. You'd really like to be able to start spamming settlers earlier. So I was playing games where I wouldn't settle any new cities until I got this combo, and then that was just way too late. You're well into the game before you're starting your second city. Way too slow to start. So then I started doing it where I would build one city, kind of the normal way. As soon as you get population of 2 or 3, build your first settler and go out and found your second city, and that helps. And then that question, whether you do that, ties into your strategy for getting a religion, which we talked about last week. Recently, I played a game with Armando where I just ignored the combo altogether. I settled like 4 cities because I had this really small area and I wanted to make sure I grabbed everything before I had other civs really close by. So, but then I got the combo working and found some another continent that I could settle on where nobody was, and then I'm glad I had the combo in place because it worked super, super well. So the point is that we have we seem to be in a tough position, but we have all that combo working here in Antioch, and I started spamming settlers. In fact, there's one there, which is heading to there, and there's one there that is going to settle the coast. We've got another. My plan is to, settle in the spots where I really want to draw a line of demarcation with the Norwegians. So settle these spots so that they don't settle those spots, and then I want to similarly, because they are a naval power and they like to go along the coast, I need to settle down here in this spot, and this, and over here I need to grab sites all on the coast. And in fact, that might be it's hard to prioritize these. I have this settler's definitely this is already in motion. This next settler, it's either here or going down to here. I think that I want to get this city settled. If the Norwegians settle here over in this area somewhere, they're close to their other cities, and they'll have some loyalty support by doing that. If they settle over here, I don't want that to happen, but I would have the advantage of being able to get more population in this area than they would probably, and then their cities will probably fall due to disloyalty. So, good morning, Pixies and Pins. Good to see you. So that's the plan, and so let's just dive in. I'm going to turn off map tags for less clutter until I need them. Let's see okay, Constantinople. Now here's where I don't really remember what I was doing. Reminder that playing Byzantium, our main advantage that we have a couple of really powerful advantages that are good for domination and religion. So I am going for sort of a mixed domination right now I'm just trying to survive and build my civ. I'm going to be pretty mellow here for a while because I don't even have good faith production yet. I mean, there's so many things that are not going super right, except that I have a bunch of terrain to settle. So as Byzantium, we have this ability that the Hippodrome. And the Hippodrome is a replacement for the entertainment complex. Whenever I build a Hippodrome, and every building that I put in the Hippodrome, which is going to be arenas, eventually zoos, and what comes out, sports stadiums, I get a free heavy cavalry unit that is whatever the latest tech that is. So right now that would be war chariots. If I hold off on building any more until I get stirrups, that could be knights. And then eventually cuirassiers or tanks. Tanks sound fun. Yeah, if we make it that long, then we have a chance. Okay, so let's see how far it is to stirrups for us on the tech tree. We don't get knights till here. That's quite a ways. And those hippodromes and buildings are sort of common ways that you deal with amenities. So you don't tend to have a lot of amenity problems playing Byzantium because you're going to be motivated to build these hippodromes, which are just like entertainment complexes, give you bonus amenities. So my military isn't bad. It's just really out of date. Like I've got all these 4 military units here. I don't think I'm at war. I think I just made... I am at war. I am at war with Harold. Norway. Okay. So we've got that. That puts a pallor on things, doesn't it? Singapore has been allied with Norway. Let's see if they still are. It means I'm at war with Singapore. And I'm at war with Kumusi, which I don't care. They're way over there. And Taruga is way over there. Okay, so those cities aren't anywhere nearby, but Singapore is. And I do remember now that we were going in and doing some friendly little raiding in Singapore to try and, just for just for profit. And okay, well, if we're at war with Norway, I can do this. I can just move into this square and do condemn heretic. Normally, you can't, religious units of other civs, when they come into your territory, you just kind of have to grin and bear it unless you've got apostles to fight them back. But if you're at war, you can take care of it. Okay, so let's see. Am I in the square I wanted to be in? Yeah, I am. Okay, so this is it really the square? Yeah, well, I don't want to be, yeah, that's good. I'm within 3 of the turtles. There's some goodness of being close to I definitely want to be on the coast with this, in terms of where I want to put this city, so that I have better water supply, and I'll have access to quite a few decent tiles in this area. I won't have a river. But I'll have it's okay. Let's settle there. And let's just go ahead and grab the wine right off the bat. See, I got that free settler. That's what we were talking about before. Okay, up here, this settler's going to go there. Okay, up here, I don't know if there is a berserker over here, but I think we definitely want to hit this guy hard. I think we can. Let's see, a skirmisher. Oh yeah, my gosh, my archers are going to rip this guy apart. And we're out of range of Singapore firing at us. Is this movement cost 2? No, I don't want to move there, and then I won't be able to fire afterwards. I didn't want to kill it with the swordsman. Then the swordsman would be in range of the city firing back at me. But now they can't. Now he might have a unit over here that is coming at me. Oh, I didn't have a battering ram that I was bringing up here. But now I think recent encounters with the Norwegians, they were really quiet for a while. Like, they weren't coming out to play it or anything. But I think I got to be a little bit cautious. Okay, I have 2 wine resources, so I can I have a little reference spreadsheet that reminds me what I get. Okay, wine give me bonuses to culture. So the so if I can improve a wine to give its city, the city that it's next to, that it's part of, a bonus to culture. I don't see Adrianople as being a huge cultural center. So where is the other wine? It's Antioch. Yeah, Antioch might be. Sure, it's my second city. It's likely to be pretty decent. Doesn't have a river, but hey, not every city gets a river. That's just the way it goes. We could do that. We can go right here and get that industry going right now. Let's do that. It'll improve production, but yep. 5 food, 2 production, 2 gold. Not bad at all. The normal, when it comes to industry, this is using the corporations and industries mode. That when you improve a tile to a luxury resource, so that you have an industry around that luxury resource, it will not that improvement will not accumulate with the normal improvement, like a plantation or a mine or whatever it is that you do. So it will be better yields, but it may be less yields in a particular category. So this tile was producing 3 gold. Now it's only producing 2. But the total of what it's producing is 9. And I don't remember what it was, but I know it wasn't 9. So it was a step up. But the other important feature is that now Antioch has a 30% bonus on culture, which is, it's just 20%. Well, districts, modifiers, +1. I don't know. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. Anyway. Okay, so back to the question we were contemplating earlier of what we should build here in Constantinople. And we have... we are also part of the Hermetic Order. So this influences our build decision, which is the Secret Societies mode. And the big thing about Hermetic Order is that it has ley lines. It reveals where the ley lines are and lets you take advantage of those ley lines. And those are, they provide a +2 adjacency bonus to every tile next to them. So you can get some really amazing bonus situations going. And not that so we're going to think about things like campuses and holy sites, the things that take advantage, the types of districts that take advantage of adjacency bonuses, that get a bonus for being next to something they like being next to. Our holy sites, campuses, theater squares, commercial hubs, harbors, and so forth. So, like, for example, we could put a commercial hub right here. That would be a pretty good place because we'd get a +2 bonus for being next to a ley line and +1 for being next to 2 districts and +2 for being on a river. It would be a hell of a commercial hub. We are sucking at science and culture, though. So those would be good to also think about building. But I'm going to build the commercial hub because it is going to be such a good one. If I did my math right, it's a +5 right there. Yeah, it's +5. It'd be... And the other nice thing about building commercial hub here is that desert space is not good for anything else, hardly. So that's good. And it's not going to take long. 13 turns. I wish it was faster. Yeah, that's the way it is. Where are we going to build our aqueduct? That's another question. Well, not there. All right. And here, I think I want to start with ancient walls. Because I think walls are pretty important, especially the cities that are on the border with the Vikings. Just seems like, I don't know, it seems like a good idea. And just trying to get some more hexes. There's also a wonder here and a couple of lines, so there's some really interesting. That's why this is a perhaps a questionable decision in terms of building a city here, but I don't want the Vikings to have a city here. And these tiles next to this wonder and these 2 ley lines are going to be really interesting for certain districts. And and I can use the districts back here behind me for for normal things like farms and stuff like that. Okay. I mean, I don't think this battery ram's gonna be needed, but I think the reason this chariot is sitting here, there is a barbarian camp right there, and of course chariots are horrible against barbarian camps because barbarian camps are always 1, they're fortified, which cavalry are bad against fortifications, and 2, they're spearmen. Cavalry are bad against spearmen. But so he's not going down there to mess with the camp, but he is going to sit there and watch it and just kind of make sure if somebody comes out where we can fight them, there'll be somebody there, as opposed to them getting all the way to my city before I know that they're getting frisky. So Cheerson, you see, is building a holy site. That holy sites and hippodromes are real high priority for me. But you also need science. You also need culture. You also need gold. The joy of this game is like trying to figure out what to build. Okay, I do want to. Who are? Yeah, Hercules. So we have. I was thinking we found Hercules. And what's our situation with Hercules? He's dead, but he can come back with 1,275 faith. But my faith production is so low that's gonna be hard. Okay, that's the way it is. I do have holy site here. It just doesn't have a very good adjacency bonus. Just the +2 from. That we have. Wait, what about? I think we can improve our faith production pretty easily by putting in when we get to scripture. Let's see, what are our pantheon abilities? +1 great person points from those types of sites. Okay, shrines and temples provide culture. That's good, and crusade, which is crucial for Byzantium. We don't have work ethic. That's sad. Let's move our scout up here. Let's just cautiously kind of inch forward, see what we can see. Okay, the settler's going to come up here so we can settle. Just watching for any frisky Norwegians that come pouring across the border. Nobody's come out over here. Okay. I don't know if this is where I really want the bulk of my army is up here. I think I want to start kind of moving a little bit back towards home. I eventually do got to go take care of that barbarian camp over there, and there's probably going to be others. So, oh, this archer gets a promotion. Oh, that's great because this is the damaged one, so he could really use the promotion because it'll help. It'll heal him 50% +5. Let's see. I like garrison. I like all three of these. The promotions for ranged weapons are so good, so good. Not all of the promotions, not all units have equally good promotion tracks on them. Well, the archer's a good spot. Okay, I think it's just going to be a lot of clicking through, hopefully, unless things get exciting. If it looks like long build times and stuff like that on things, it's because I'm playing on epic speed. So Harold wants to make peace and will give me tea, which is good. I don't have tea. I remember why I didn't accept his deals before is because I don't have a way to fight off his missionaries except through war. So it's coming back to me as to why I'm still at war with the Vikings, even though they outmatch me. But they're not being aggressive. They want peace. You know, can hardly fault them for that. But the problem is that then they send their missionaries into my territory, and I don't have apostles to stop them. So that's why we're not doing what would seem to be the sensible thing to do. Being, oh yeah, let's not go over there, but let's get this city founded. And do we have, by the way, this would make a pretty decent Petra city. Not like an amazing, one of the best ones ever, but certainly a good one. I'm wondering where Petra comes pretty early. Oh yeah, it comes right here, 10 turns. As soon as we're done with construction, we might switch to mathematics and see if we can build Petra here. But to do that, we need to get some population growth and etc. Eventually, would love to get a holy site here by these two ley lines, or here by this ley line and this natural wonder. We've got several places. These 3 tiles are all good, really good spots for either campuses or holy sites, etc. But all that stuff takes time and money and production. Let's improve this. Well, now we have 2 cotton resources. What does cotton help us do? Cotton helps us production of military units. Okay. But I think I have to build walls, but I really, want to get into things like holy sites. And let's just look at what a holy site would look like here. +4. There would be +4. Certainly be easier to defend here. Well, I'm going to start with walls, and be nice if we got enough faith to get. It's going to take a long time to have enough faith to recall Hercules, unless we go out pillaging for it, which we might want to do. Let's see, I think the quarries, this is a mine, and those are quarries. Really dangerous. I'm thinking very dangerous thoughts here. Mines produce gold, quarries produce faith. Right there, quarries produce faith. Getting a light cavalry unit that could run back in there and try and pillage a quarry would be a pretty interesting idea. But very dangerous idea. Tromso still doesn't have walls. Yeah, I keep thinking these very dangerous ideas, like, oh, let's get a horseman and go running in there, and like, ooh, yeah, okay. But I really need the face so I can get Hercules back. Interesting quandaries. Okay, I could chop some of these jungles and help production that way. Probably, whenever you have a woods or jungle on flat terrain, I think those make the best candidates for chops, because the ones on hills, like these two, this is jungle on plains hills, this is grassland hills. These are just better tiles, and when you turn them into lumber mills, they will they're pretty good tiles. But doing lumber mills on woods or jungle down in the lowlands isn't quite as awesome. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Also, I'm probably going to want to make a agricultural triangle here. So, in fact, and I'm wondering, where am I going to build a holy site here? Holy site, there's not a lot of good options for holy sites here. They do get +1 next to woods. So, if I do, which isn't much, but it's better than nothing, I could probably do a holy site here where this cattle spot is. And then they get they'll get +1 from these 2 woods if I leave those woods alone, which is what I'm thinking I'll do. Yeah. You also get +1 for being next to 2 districts. So if I think about where I'm going to have, and your city center is a district. So, if I do something like Harbor here, which would get a +2 bonus for being next to a city. Harbors like to be next to cities. I could do a holy site here and have +1. It's just not that good. We knew this wasn't going to be a great city. We're mainly here to have, so that, because we'd rather be our city than Norwegian city. But we will make holy sites where we can. We could do, it screws up this agriculture idea, but if we have a holy site here, so we get +1 from the 2 woods, and then have another district here. Eventually we're going to want to have a hippodrome. You have that here, so then it's getting another +1 from the 2 districts. That gets us to +2. We use a policy that doubles our adjacency bonuses. That gets us to +4, which is passable. So I think that's what we should probably plan on doing, is doing holy site here, and and that works. I go ahead and put the lumber mill here, which seems kind of, that ends up being a reminder to me not to chop those woods, because I'm counting on those woods to be part of a holy site. Yep. Okay. So then I need to put the hippodrome either here, in which case I compromise my opportunity for an agricultural triangle here, or I put it here, in which case I lose this stone. I have lots of opportunities for fisheries in the water, so I guess I don't want to lose that quarry, so I think I'm going to put the hippodrome. Sorry, my mouse is kind of tricky today, most days. Okay, so there we see the projected. These are map tax, really helpful for city planning. Then I'm still going to do farms here, I think, which will, no, grape farms, but this one's going to have the advantage of already being a rice, and so let's go ahead and put farm here. And this also, by knowing that I'm going to put a farm there, it tells me, hey, it's okay to chop these woods, that it's not some place where I want to save the woods for a lumber mill later. My plan is to build something there, so chop the woods and get the thing. So here's the other reason it's going to be hard to get Hercules, is that I'm going to want to use my faith production, because right now I am in a heroic age, and one of my benefits is that I can buy civilian units with faith, builders, settlers. So, yeah. Well, my faith production sucks. I need to get better faith production, so I really need to build holy sites. Question is, do I... What's the best way to do that? And do I really want to build walls first? Yeah, it's hard to know. Hey, good morning, Armando, and good morning, YL Fandy. The crowned reskin would be kind of fun from the perspective of Fetch. Steam Workshop to Crown. I'm not quite sure what that's about. But Armando, it's good to see you also, and it's good to see you, Mistress Dex. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out my poor state of affairs. So it's in this mode of like, okay, it's like, how do you bootstrap up into having some decently producing cities, and it's the trade-off between getting builders and well, it costs to get builders. Do I build builders? Do I use faith to build builders? But if I use faith to build builders and I'm not accumulating faith towards getting Hercules, if I get Hercules, then I could go in, and Hercules has the ability to build districts instantly, but he can only build 3. I think I'm talking myself into ignoring Hercules, using faith to build builders. How much are they, by the way? 170. I'm currently producing 32 faith, so that's 1 every 6 turns. You know, every 6 turns, get another builder. And that's why I'm staying at war with the Vikings, so that I can fight off their missionaries. All right. I do think it might be interesting to build a light cavalry unit. Do I have horsemen yet? I do. I have horseback riding. Build a horseman. It's a long time till I'm going to have coursers, right? Well, not that long. But yeah, it's going to be a bit. Yeah, interesting. Now, I don't have much in way of, in terms of options, in terms of chopping stuff here. I could chop these woods here. They're not going to be the greatest. I mean, 1/4s are interesting. I'm not going to have a lot of production if I don't. If I turn these into lumber mills eventually, I will be able. That'll be some pretty decent production. But my growth is going to be really slow. Yeah. Well. Get Hercules to clean your stables before ignoring him. Yeah. Okay. I think these archers feel like they're a little vulnerable up there. I'm going to put the swordsman here in front, and I don't think there's anything interesting for the battering ram to do. Just put him on sentry somewhere. Okay. All right. I'm going to try and... I think I've decided to not worry about Hercules. It'd just be so long to build up the faith to get him. And then he's only... in the meantime, I could have a lot of builders and built a lot of infrastructure the old-fashioned way. Instead, Constantinople needs more housing. Okay, that's fine. And we're building a commercial hub. That'll help our economic situation eventually. All right. I think I like keeping this spear on this hill so he can jet in either direction. I don't know. I think this seems like a decent place to have the cotton industry, because if I am successful at building Petra here, I'll have, then this should be a decent producer. Although it's not going to be an amazing producer, but yeah, it should be good. Yeah. Um, I think, though, that I want to use the 2 builds that I'm going to have. Let's see, I'm going to need food production. My food production is really bad. I wonder what this looks like. +2 food. Okay, we'll have better food if I do it. The food production will go up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, 3 food, 3 hammers, 4 gold. That looks great. And then I can build. I don't have good farm options here. I think I can build. Let's see, what's this? So is this hills or not? This is plains. Yeah, I think I need a farm here and a farm here. And I'll have a little bit of. This one will eventually get a little bit of adjacency bonus from these 2 farms. And yeah, let's go ahead and declare this. Okay, let's see. Hey, okay, I'm going to try and figure out which tiles, which tiles I want to be which, how to take full advantage of the 2 ley lines and with the wonder here. Because the ley lines will benefit anything I put here. That benefits from adjacency bonuses. But here and here, I'm only going to get bonuses for things that like being next to natural wonders. Okay, let's see. Adjacency bonuses. Natural wonders is holy sites. Holy sites are the only thing that I used to think theater squares too. Now they like to be next to world wonders, not natural wonders. World wonders are the wonders that you build. So that means that the holy site can be here. And if I build a Petra city, all these hills are going to be really high producers. So that's why I'm choosing that tile instead of this one. And then, this probably should just be a campus. I love how these, and then of course, Petra itself is going to be right here, probably. Petra is gonna be, there it is. And then Petra plus ley lines is good for theater squares. I'm being very ambitious about this city right now. Like, look at all the things we're gonna do with this city in the desert. Wishful thinking. And of course, we're gonna put our hippodrome out here where it's oh yeah. Yeah, okay, so we've got this city planned. It just needs some basics, like production and farming. We can build how are we at getting Liang up to snuff? Oh, we don't even have Liang yet. Okay, so we need some governor tiles. All right, well, that's going to take a while too. So many things to do. It's the reason I like this game, though. It's just really, really hard problems that you have to solve, and I have a lot of respect for Twitch style games, not Twitch the platform, but like games that require quick thinking and good mouse skills, like Elder Scrolls and stuff. But I'm just so bad at thinking quickly. So I think, well, I do like thinking slowly, though. Okay, nothing happening there. Great. Okay, Oh, there comes a Viking longship. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's a problem. We need archers down in this part of the world. Can I build an archer? Can I buy an archer? How much do they cost? 360. And my production's not great, so that'll take a while. Okay, well, let's... And is... Now, if I got that... Okay, well, I'm going to build a builder and do some chops, and once I get the walls built, the walls can shoot back. Yes, they can. Okay. And let's start moving some archers down there and hope to get there in time. Oh, I do have a horseman right there. Now I'm thinking thoughts. I'm thinking bad thoughts. I'm thinking bad thoughts. I'm thinking about, like, how can I go and pillage into territory where I'm really outnumbered and outgunned. I assume that population is working that tile. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, this seems pretty foolhardy to go over there and tweak Harold's nose. But I really need faith. I know there's some Vikings hanging out, some berserkers hanging out down there. I don't know. I remember I was trying that end run earlier, trying to get down here and find things to plunder, and then I got overwhelmed by berserkers and ran away. Let's see, cotton plantations. What are they going to give me in terms of plunder? Plantations, faith. That's what I want. Well, I guess we should probably, go up and take a look. I'm going to turn off the map tax so I can not cluttering up my vision. I don't think it helps. Let's see, what are the stats on a Viking longship? It doesn't sound good. That sounds like a special unit. Special units are bad. Viking longship. Replaces the galley. It can pillage enemy coastal lands and capture civilians if adjacent using its coastal raiding ability. That's right. Pillage lands. It's like a privateer, only early. Okay, 3 move points, 35 strength. But upgrades to a caravel. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I need a archer up there. It's going to be a long time before I can buy one. So his attack, though, is not a ranged attack. It's a melee attack. So it's taking damage whenever it attacks me. Okay. I think my best strategy here is to get those walls up. That's what I'm going to do. I think there's a chance that my city can survive until then. But that does make me glad. It makes me happy that I chose to build walls first. Okay. Can I spot stuff with a battering ram? I certainly can. Okay, I'm going to use my battering ram as a spotter. My dad and I used to play this Avalon Hill war game called Panzer Blitz. We loved this game, but it was pretty unrealistic in a couple of areas. There were a couple of ways to break the game. I don't know, break the game, but anyway. You couldn't fire into... if a unit was in the woods, you couldn't see it unless you were adjacent to it. And if you couldn't see it, you couldn't fire at it. So if you are, but if you were adjacent to it, you could see it, and that meant all your units could see it. So if you wanted to, okay, this guy's hitting me again. He's tempting me with a piece. No, I'm gonna say no because I have no way of defending my cities against his missionaries. Oh my God, that's looking bad. Okay, but then I heal a little bit. Okay. So we would send trucks, just trucks that you use to transport infantry around. They don't have nothing but trucks. Let's see, feudal military contract. Hold on a second. To be continued. Okay, there's the pillaging bonus. That's good. Holy site adjacency bonuses. This I really need. I like the +1 production in all cities, but I think I need the holy site adjacency bonuses better. That increases my faith another 6 points. Yeah, I need that. Is there a production bonus versus defense for defensive? Buildings. That includes walls, I think. Pretty sure. Walls have to be a defensive building. Okay, I think I need that. I don't think there's a realistic chance I can go over there and plunder. Okay, so that should reduce how long it takes to walls. I'm not seeing that benefit yet, but I think sometimes there's just a delay between when you do something and the computer recognizes that you've done it. What was that? The Panzer Bush effect? Victor mentioned that when teaching me the game a few years ago. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that label. That might be what they called it. But yes, we would send a horde of trucks into enemy territory to get up near adjacent enemy units hiding in the woods. The theory being is they can't kill all the trucks fast enough if you send enough of them. We called it the Russian truck assault because the Russians, of course, would inevitably be the ones using this tactic. And it's just obviously ridiculous. First of all, the truck driver, you want me to drive where? Okay, this is going to be the upgrades. That's important. Is that the most important thing next? We want to get to Divine Right and have a better yeah, we want to go there next. We're probably not going to get any. How close are we to 10 population? Oh, not bad. Constantinople's at 9. We'll be there in 12 turns. That's not bad. Okay, good. We're going to get this boost in time if we go here. And then we'll probably get the boost. We should have 2 temples if we don't, well, the problem with that second temple is that we would be building it in Antioch. And Antioch is spamming settlers. And Cheerson's going to take a while. Oh, here we go. Oh, I remember this settler. Oh, was that my settler? I don't know. I think it might have been my settler. It might have been a Norwegian settler. Who knows? Yeah, I think they took my settler. Okay, so now we've got this Gatling, this catapult assault. So I'm wondering if we can sucker him out a little bit. Maybe he'll come on. Yeah, come on. Maybe if we let him retreat, he'll follow. And now I'm thinking, well, maybe I should have had that. Maybe I shouldn't have moved both archers down here. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Okay. I don't know if this warrior would help the defense of Adrianople. But hey, let's go out and chop some trees. And okay, I think I remember which trees are safe to chop. Well, let's problem with chopping any of these trees out there is you have to buy out to the land, and I might want to buy something else. Okay. Oh, there we go. I got the walls, and the walls are right now able to fire. Boom. Okay. Yeah. I mean, all due respect for Viking longships, I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think he's gonna be able to take my town. Okay, we got the walls. Good. Chopping is huge. And as much as I want a shrine and a temple, I think spamming settlers is still the best thing to go. I gotta be building. My only chance of winning this game is to build a lot of cities. So just keep spamming the settlers. Not here though. Okay, here we got our wall in position. We got our wall, so let's build our holy site. And we just cleared the woods for it. Well, now that I know Victor used to play Panzerblitz, Armando, that's definitely gonna come up in our next game. Oh yeah, see, there's the Viking Berserker. And here's some loot in the form of an enemy trader. Problem is, as soon as I go into there, the Viking come up and attack me from rear. The Singapore city can fire at me. Yeah, I think it's just I'm just indulging in fantasies there. Okay, now okay, I think that I want to stick to plan A and have this settler go here. Plus 50 production incentives. This seems really slow, even on epic speed for settlers. Ancestral Hall. Can't disagree with this deployment, though. Would be nice to build a farm here. We do have feudalism, or don't we? Yeah, we do have feudalism. There it is. Panzerblitz was just a precursor learning the squad leader game. Well, yeah, I when squad leader came out, I think the Panzerblitz, Panzer Leader, Arab-Israeli Wars, those three games all became obsolete. Okay, we do have some engagement with the barbarians there. Well, I'm going to let them come out into the plains if they dare. Okay, we finished construction. Good. We're going to build take mathematics. Turn the map tax back off so I can see what the hell I'm doing. So I do feel like moving this archer down into this area still was a good idea. Have an archer down up in the northern part of our empire, having one in Nicaea in the middle, two down here, and yes, looky there, the catapult has come out. Now, can I kill? I don't think I can kill it with. Oh wow, that archer would do pretty good, and this archer would do pretty good, and a swordsman. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay, now let's attack that one, and then let's go here, kill the catapult, and capture a settler, which might be my own settler. I think it was. I think I did lose a settler here. Okay, wow, that was nice, and no other units around. Okay, so this settler doesn't need to go over there. This settler can go down along the coast, which means I am going to have to go start taking those barbarians a little more seriously, because they're right where I want to settle. Interesting. Okay, so we're back to full movement here. Okay, let me pop up on this hill again. Where are those Viking berserkers? I don't know. 1, 2. Can I get this trade route? Yes, I can. 3. Dare I? Plundering trade routes doesn't really get you that much, but I'll take it. 75 gold. I think I'm going to get. That was maybe too bold, but you know, we gotta take chances. Okay, I think I can go back up here on my hill and watch things. And I have an extra. Let's turn back on map tax, see what my plans are. They're not coming on. Don't know why. Map tax. There we go. I am going to have. Well, I think. How much does it cost to buy out the tile? I'm going to go ahead and buy out to here. This is going to make a really nice lumber mill. Should be a 2-4. Yep, it's a 2-4. So now that I'm at 3 production, 3 citizens, I'm on the 2-2. This is no production, but 4 food and 3 gold. It's worth it. Yeah, I like these spots. Doesn't do me much good. Let's say I'm not going to have another citizen for population for 11 turns. Okay. Oh, there's another longship. Oh yeah, town's fired at me. Yep, expected that. I knew it wouldn't kill me though. So, and sure enough, oh, now we have a knight and a berserker. Yeah. That knight could be real trouble. Okay, I think that it is Yeah, I'm suddenly worried that I should not have tweaked Harold's nose over there. This horseman would just get slaughtered by either one of these guys. Both of them together would be really bad. I'm not sure if I want to just sacrifice the horseman and just kind of lead these guys away from my town, or do I want to lead them back to my town? Yeah. I think I might go here. I don't know if the knight can get to me there. Yeah, I think he's just screwed. I think that was just... I poked the bear. Got greedy, looking for faith. Problem is, I think... okay, if I go back here, I think I can... Well, I'll only get hit by the knight. And I think... and I don't think I'll die. Then I think I can retreat. So I'm going to go here and hope that I survive. And I'm going to bring, anticipating a fight here, I'm going to bring this archer back. The walls will have to suffice in terms of protecting my city, which I think they can do pretty well. Adrianople can only be attacked by one Viking longship at a time. And Constantinople can't be attacked by a Viking longship. It is a good point. It does help me. It does cause me to think about, where do I really want to settle up here, because all these tiles are on the coast. And coastal tiles are vulnerable. You know, why is this guy... Somehow this builder was on sentry mode. Oh yeah, I've got some good production plans there. Agricultural triangle here. Yeah, I don't know why this builder... It's got one build left. I think I'm going to chop these woods and try to escalate the move along the production of my holy site there. I don't think I'm going to spend the money to... I'm nervous about spending money to buy another tile down here for a while, because I'm not going to be able to work it. Well, I would upgrade, wouldn't I? Right now I'm working this tile over here, which is a 2-2. If I buy this tile and take the builder over there and improve it, I'll go from 2-2 to 2-4. Which is a 2/7 increase in production. You know, I think I'm going to do that. 140. It's going to be a while before I can buy another one. And then we'll go over to here, and we're going to next turn we'll build that. Oh, now I hope he doesn't come over and take my citizen. These coastal raiders can take your builders. I think they can. But if the AI is honest, it won't know that I'm over there. So unless another one comes wandering by. I also have these cliffs here, but I don't think the cliffs protect. I don't know. Maybe they do. I haven't played around too much with coastal raiding. I discovered it. Some of you might remember. playing England recently, and was like, oh, I have privateers. Like, oh, privateers can do what? Okay, he's attacking my city again. Just bad, just fine because it has walls, so I'm not worried about it. He's gonna take a lot more damage each time, and I'm gonna heal my damage. Farm in Constantinople was pillaged. Oh, there's the coastal raider thing happening. So he raided this farm, but that means I get to fire back at him. And what happened over here? Wow, I'm so lucky. Look at that Norwegian knight. I mean, he could be really hurting me, coming out and just doing all sorts of horrible things to me with his knights and berserkers. He's got a higher strength than I do, 382 to my 246. But he's just not. Just, I mean, great. So I think that I can, let's see. I think I can just have one archer up here now and be okay. Every once in a while, the Singaporeans will build a catapult and come out, maybe, and kill it. I don't know. Oh, and here we have a range attack. Oh yeah, this is just this is just really bad tactics on his part to be attacking this city, walled city, with this Viking longship. It's just gonna pummel himself to death. But he should be looting this wine or something, you know. All right. Well, I think my horse is gonna go. I think I'm just gonna leave it up here as defense, and I need to start moving this archer over to where. Okay, so he's doing coastal raids. That's the ability he's using. Let's look up the rules on Civ 6. See how coastal raids work. Get it exactly right. Your ship needs to be in a coastal tile adjacent to an improvement district with at least one building or a builder owned by your enemy. Here, let's do. Pillage land tiles or capture civilian units. Oh, you can grab remote tribal villages and fight barbarians. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so so my wine is definitely going to be is vulnerable, but he's not doing that. All right. Well, now I'm kind of thinking maybe what I should have done is not bought that tile, kept that builder with one charge so it could run out and heal, repair tiles that get pillaged. See, like this is problematic. Probably nothing he can do to a district that is I don't know if he can damage a district. What did it say about districts? Pillage land tiles. Well, if you could pillage a land tile, that means you could probably pillage a district. Okay. Oh, here comes another one. Oh, that's a Great Admiral. And how much faith do I need for a builder at this point? 180. So I could build a builder. Yeah. Run out and heal that tile, repair that tile, and then have the longship come and attack me. That wouldn't be good. Okay. My theory is that this coastline is running just by the way they draw this line, and you can kind of faintly see the water there, that's the coast. But here it's a little different. Like this might extend out for a ways. We don't really know. Well, there is a warship there, longship. It doesn't work on bonus resources, not working adjacent to save. Let's see. Your ship needs to be in a coastal tile adjacent to an improvement, a district with at least one building, okay, or a builder owned by your enemy, and you need to have enough movement points remaining. This will enable you to use the coastal raid, which will pillage the improvement, or pillage one building on the district, or capture the builder. Okay, so it doesn't do anything against the units. See, Victor probably knows. Victor, since he likes to play Norway, he could probably give me a good tutorial on coastal raiders. Although I think maybe we have it figured out. I'm gonna go here so I can go there next turn. I'm not terribly worried about this. I'm a little worried about what's going to happen when I get my commercial hub built here, because it's going to be susceptible to raiding, and that's not good. So we're going to... The archers not... Now, archers, by the way, are not very good at firing at boats. They just don't do a lot to it. There's a promotion that they can... One of the promotions makes them better at it. Okay. All right, so now right off the bat we have a couple of really good spots here to improve. Although we want to be careful about what might come and get this builder. But we got enough move points to go out here. Nope, don't see anything. All right, let's go ahead and improve horses. So these are going to be 2-3 spots that are generating horses, which is not bad. Also be really nice if we found another civ that we could trade with, or maybe 2 or 3 civs. As soon as we get better, I mean, I'm tempted to, yeah. Oh, we're gonna border growth to there soon. I don't think I can build any ships over there until I get let's put a harbor. I could build ships in Adrianople. But, if I build one galley, those Viking longships are just going to take it out. Like, I probably, I can hide, my galley can hide inside the city, I suppose. Well, again, start with ancient walls. Oh, World Congress. Uh, 100% production. Oh, we've got some 100 points of diplomatic favor. Let's see. We want bonuses to buildings in city centers, by the way. That's a good one to choose because the AI likes to vote for improvements in buildings in city center. And great walls, you need walls, monuments, always building. It's some of the first things you do. So that's good. Mercenary companies, production or purchasing military units using chosen currency type, which could be production, it's plus 100% the cost or half the cost. Do we want? And a bunch of AIs want half the cost. Yeah, half the cost of production is usually what everybody wants. So the voting along in the same direction that the AIs tend to vote will earn you diplomatic victory points. So it's kind of good to do that. I didn't spend a lot of votes. Let's see. We got, city center and production. Okay, so that probably got us 2 victory points, 2 diplomatic victory points. Not that we're going for diplomatic victory points of victory, but you never know. It's nice to be able to pivot in that direction. If we, we're second place on diplomatic victory. It doesn't really matter, but it's too early for that to be important, but it's true. Oops. I think that's not a bad place for my swordsman. He can go north, he can go south. I think the most likely ways that we could attack. He's pretty close enough to Nicaea to intervene. What? Nicaea's got 2. Citizens now. And we do have enough, or we're getting close to enough. Yeah, we have enough for another builder. But I'm going to wait and find a place where I really need it. Crossbow. Hey, hopefully the Vikings, these barbarians are giving these Vikings a bad time. If my crossbow doesn't take it on the shins too badly from this, my chariot, from these, from the crossbow in here, I might run down and take this outpost. It's still going to leave me a question of where to put my city. Well, I think because the city's going to have to be on the coast no matter what. But I think being on this side is better than the other side because this side feels more like a protected harbor. Like you could imagine. Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to protect this water than that water out there. Oh, there comes the Vikings again. He's very upset that we're not willing to make peace. But okay, I have enough faith for a missionary. Oh, he didn't actually. Oh, this might be interesting. What does this look like? Not great, to be honest. I can get to here pretty safely. Safely, huh? Well, I say that, but do I know where that Viking longship is? Let's see, what's my movement? My movement is 2 because I'm not. Chariots have an increased movement if they start to turn on in a what flat flat space like plains or grasslands. Certainly not in the woods. Yeah, I'm gonna go here because if he doesn't f me up with that crossbow, I'm gonna take out this scout in the camp, and that would be a good improvement on my situation. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'd like to also know a little bit more before I decide where to settle. If I'm going to build another city over there, obviously, but it'd be good to. What do I want? I want to pick up maybe the sheep. 1, 2. If I'm maybe here. I keep thinking maybe here might be a good spot. It leaves the possibility that somebody could settle here. Like somebody, meaning I won't mention names, but his initials are Harold Hardraga. If I settle here, then for sure nobody can settle on this. If I'm here, somebody could settle there. I mean, it seems kind of iffy. So I think I'm going to go there. Oh, see, there's the missionary. Even though we're at war and I can easily kill his missionaries, he's still coming over. That's why the scout's here. Dead missionary. By the way, I probably wouldn't be a bad idea to send a missionary up here. Make sure this holy site. I mean, the holy site, if I have a holy site in one of my cities that's not following my religion, it's not necessarily the end of the world. You just don't want to build a missionary there. You know, you forget and build a missionary in a holy city that has been that's in a city that's following a different religion, then your missionary is of that religion instead of your religion. That can be embarrassing, to say the least. Okay. Actually, there's a couple good spots for holy sites here. Um, Either one of these spots. This one I can do it without having to build out to it. Let's see, right? I think holy site here is got a Jason bonus of 3. 3 is kind of like okay. I I like to, yep, 3. 2 from the ley line and 2 from the woods. But again, this is a case where I have to remind myself not to chop down these woods, and I'm going to do that by telling myself that I'm going to build lumber mills there. Not that these are good lumber mill spots. Lumber mills are an okay improvement practically anywhere, but they're only mediocre on plains. So if left, if I didn't have that little reminder, I probably would eventually chop them. Also, there's not a lot of production here. So, by the way, this is a decent spot for we could have a little, let's see, I think aqueduct has to go to fresh water, right? It can't, if I put a aqueduct here, I don't think it can go to seawater. I think it has to go to fresh water or a mountain. Yep. No, don't do that. This is why I like map tax. It'll warn you. It'll keep you from doing something that you should. River, lake, oasis, or mountain. Yeah. No. Okay. So can't do. There's no aqueduct opportunity for this city. So let's quit thinking about aqueducts. We can build an industrial zone though here. This strategic resource is a +1 adjacency bonuses for industrial zones. And so that kind of popped out at me with the ley line. So we might end up doing an industrial zone here down the road. If you've watched me much, you've probably heard me say this before, but when I first started playing Civ 6, I didn't like the district planning. And so it took me a long time to migrate from Civ 5 to Civ 6. I still really I still love playing Civ 5. But then at some point, it just flipped in my head where I decided I liked the district planning. And if you like district planning, then Civ 6 is great. I mean, that's a lot of what it is district planning. Okay, so we're going to build, we got a holy site planned. We have this planned, which will be a so we can make this +4 if we plot down our hippodrome here. Because you get +1 adjacency bonus. All the things that get adjacency bonuses get +1 if they're next to 2 districts. So city center plus this is a district. So yep, +2 from the ley line, +1 from the woods, and +1 from the districts. But the fractions don't count. So if you're next to 1 district and 1 wood, that's a half either. And it's only this holy sites that get the bonuses from woods. Nothing else. Okay, so we got a little plan for that city. That was helpful in terms of me trying to figure out if there's anything I want this guy to do. Not really right now. Not worth. You can only work one side. When he gets a second citizen, you can work both the horses. It'll be a while before I need a third tile for this work for that city that's functional. So, in fact, I'll probably come back and chop this when I go to make the holy site. In fact, I think I'm just gonna park this guy here. Ooh, that's awfully close to Singapore, who I'm at war with. Okay, we're gonna come back home. Leaving this builder here, yeah, I'm gonna chop this for the holy site once I get the ancient walls built. Yep, and then it will give us a jump start on the holy site. Okay, great. I'm moving archers down towards this whole theater of operations that is opening up. It's developing. Oh yeah, he did pillage my vineyard. What a spoil sport. Just doesn't like wine, I guess. Well, he probably took the wine. That's probably like, wait, hey guys, there's wine over there. But he stuck around long enough, I was able to kill his ship. Is he having other ships in the area? I wonder if... Well, look here. Okay, we learned a lot more information about what's around here. There's a cotton. There's also a man-at-arms and a crossbow between me and Freedom. I think I might have just thrown away that heavy chariot. We can go here. 1, 2, 3. If I build a city here, I just might not be able to get to here in my current time frame. Maybe what I should do is go use this settler to go settle over here and buy myself some time to clear out some territory so that I can settle where I want to. I think that's actually what I should be doing right now. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I have 4 envoys. I still have a cod, which melee and anti-cavalry attacks do full damage to cities' walls. That's actually a pretty cool ability. I mean, not right now, but eventually. That's not a bad suzerain ability. Yeah, I'm going to quit daydreaming about these other things. Let's see, can I take Singapore? Harold has 3 there. I could take it. But now's not the best time to take it. I mean, I always like to have a few envoys on hand. So if somebody takes one of my city-states at a bad time, I can take it back. So I don't really want to use all my envoys to take Singapore. I don't think it's going to help me that much. You know, it's just like, okay, whatever. Especially since I've wiped out their military. Okay, well... This is the part of the Civ 6 that... I mean, the AI is just so bad. You know, it doesn't learn from its mistakes. Harold's probably going to... I figured out the route. He likes to send missionaries right across here over to my holy city. So I have my scout here, and next, you know, once he gets enough points to buy another missionary or whatever sort of threshold way he has of looking at this, another one's going to come across. This is my... Oh, yeah. Not good. I'm going to lose my war chariot. That's too bad. But we killed that... we got rid of the barbarian outpost. That's good. Constantinople wants more housing. And did we get to 10 yet? No, we're only at 9. Oh, this is... I think the loss of that rice actually made an impact on when the city's going to grow. Does Antioch need this tile? Yeah, because it's building settlers. Okay, well, we're not going to get to 10 populations quite as quickly as I was hoping we would. That will help. I don't know if that's really... These are not great tiles to be working. Let's work one of these. Okay, we definitely need... We can definitely improve the city here. I think this is where I want to build my next builder. Buy a builder with faith is right here. So let's build a builder here. We might as well repair this, even though they can come back and loot it. But hopefully our archers are going to make that situation slightly more risky. We have walls here, right? Yep. Ancient walls. Uh-oh. 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 We have the Norwegians, the Vikings are getting frisky. Look at this. Okie dokie. Well, what can we do to this knight? Before I actually attack, what I'm doing, in case you're wondering, is I'm mousing over all the different options I have for attacking this knight without actually doing the attack. Just to kind of get a read on how much damage each of them will do. Now the damage will go up after it's damaged. And let's see, what's this guy like? This berserker has a base strength of 48. Oh my gosh. And this guy's a base strength of 50. Okay. And in my units that attack it are really going to be hurting. Okay, like we said, if he came out with his knights and berserkers, you could do a lot of damage, and that is true. So, well, one thing for sure is we can pelt him with the city. Now, the berserker, I looked this up. I think the berserker gets bonuses when it's attacking and when it's inside enemy territory. Replaces man-at-arms plus 4 movement if this unit starts in enemy territory. Plus 10 combat strength when attacking. Minus 5 when defending against melee attacks. Or, melee attacks. Plus 10 when attacking. So, I think this guy, when it attacks, is more dangerous than the knight. So I'm kind of tempted to focus my attacks on it. Yeah, this is gonna be ugly. I do have ancient walls, thank God. I don't see them on the graphic. Oh, they're there. Just not. not great. Okay. Now my other guys are going to run away. Let's see, where are they going to run to? Maybe they should be running towards the capital in case the battle goes that direction. Also, Antioch. So I'm kind of hoping that he does something really stupid, like send one of those units into the water, which is a ridiculously bad thing to do, but the AIs have been known to do that. So I'm gonna put, maybe he'll think this would be an attractive thing to do, is come around at Nicaea through the water. Okay, this Spearman just he's gonna have trouble finding a good place to be. I think just getting away is gonna be the best idea. And the scout, I'm tempted to go take this builder, but I think that'll end my movement. Wait, does Tronso have walls? It doesn't. Okay, so the city can't attack me. And maybe he has other units, but I know that the two units I knew about that were over in this area come down this way. So it certainly would be nice to give him something to worry about. Oh no, my guy, my scout can keep moving. Okay, well, let's move down here. I want my warrior a little closer to. This is kind of those moments where you so if you're being attacked by a superior force, a good strategy in Civ. This is Civ 5 or 6, maybe earlier versions too. I didn't start playing Civ till Civ 5. Is to kind of hunker back into your cities. Use your cities to protect units. It's really hard for them to take cities. They can, but and then have your melee units kind of hide behind cities, so that if he comes up and engages with your melee units, he's forced to be within firing range of the city, so the city can be attacking him. This configuration of melee units means that each melee unit can only be attacked by one, until he takes extra time to like really circle around. It's hard for both of these units to gang up on one of these units. One of them, this knight can go zipping across and then attack this one. Or even if this one is further away, attack this one. This one doesn't have movement points to get all the way to here and then attack from there. So you're making it hard. Make it hard for them to gang up on you, and use your cities. Remember that your cities are typically your most powerful units. So think of your city, especially if it has walls. Walls are important, especially at higher levels, because the walls, that means I can fire back. In Civ 5, all cities can attack. Civ 6, you need walls in order to attack back. Oh, well, we finished our... Well, of course, what we'd like to do is start working on our holy site. Oh, we can. Oh, we don't own that territory, though. Oh, yeah. That's the one flaw in the ointment, isn't it? Buying out to there. Also, yeah, no, yeah, no. Uh, Next turn, we'd love to start Petra in 2 turns. Our production's still pretty low, but okay. So we're gonna want people and production. Well, I'll start a monument. Or a granary. Actually, let's start the granary. Oh, we got a governor tile. I think Liang is going to be really important, but you know, Gabriel knows I love Liang. I'm gonna. Well, you know, the other thing is, if I think Nicaea is going to get attacked, maybe we should get Victor. Where is Victor? Do we have Victor? Governors. No, we don't have Victor. Well, too late. I just spent my government slot on Liang. So, well, Liang, you're in charge of the defense of Nicaea. Like, she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. My specialty is building fisheries. Yeah, well, there's light nearby. Enjoy. Okay, let's put Liang in Nicaea. She's not going to be that helpful until she gets a promotion. But, you know. Okay, my swordsman's right where I want him. And, yeah, this guy. Whew. He's yeah. It's tempting to accept the risk of the missionaries. Let's see what his war does. Oh yeah. So my scout did distract him. He's gone down to the south. Oh, and there went my heavy cavalry. Oh, but it got my commercial hub going. Oh yeah, my income immediately jumped. Nice. By 5. Yep. That seems like a pretty bad idea, doesn't it? To go attack with my. Okay, so the knight has a movement of 4, so it can go 1, 2, 3, 4. It wouldn't be able to. My knight wouldn't be able to attack if I went out there. So you just want to pick on this guy until he's dead. Just pick on him and pick on him and pick on him. Okay, let's fire at him. For sure, we're going to do this. See, he's almost half dead now. He's at, what, 50? It looks like maybe 55%. It is kind of tempting to go up and hit him with this guy. I'll really take on the chins, but he'll take some damage. What I don't know, though, is whether there's anybody here. Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to go hit this guy. Now he's going to be mad. My horseman's he's going to hit my horse. He's going to hit back. Which means he'll still be in firing range of these guys. The knight, who knows what the knight's going to do? The knight might. See, it was a lot of fun to draw off that knight. Now my scout can go to here. He can't reach me there. and the builder. He's gonna wander off. I basically, he's gonna want to take back that builder, and I'm gonna just lead him further away from what's important. Because what he should be focused on is killing my army. And or he might come mess with my spearmen, but I don't think he will. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. I think that I don't think he has object permanence. So like as soon as I'm out of his line of sight, he's gonna forget I exist. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to there. If he comes over there, I can run into the city. Well, this idea of sending my archers down there was a lot better idea when I had a ground unit to help them out. I really do need a ground unit over there. But this is a serious threat. Well, maybe this spearman is really weak in those fights. Maybe the spearman's going to come over there and says he's heading that direction anyway. Okay, we want to get the market so we can get another trader. Get our economy going a little bit better. Hey there. Hey guys. Let's fortify. So he has what? What is this? A great general. Okay. Oops. I really like this idea of using a chop here for the holy site, which I start next turn. So I think I am going to go ahead now while I have the money before I spend on something else. Buy that tile. So that 3 turns I can start that holy site with a bang. I don't see a longship over here, so might as well come out and repair this. How many times do we do this? Send a settler off into the unknown. It's Civ 6 is not quite as dangerous as it was in Civ 5, because in Civ 6 oftentimes when a new barbarian camp appears in territory that you've seen in the past, even though you're not spotting it right now, it'll tell you barbarians have moved into this territory. Civ 5 didn't do that. So yeah, that worked out perfect. He took his knight back here and got his builder back. Okay, that's like the least painful thing the knight could do to me, other than just go away. And he attacked my horseman, further damaging himself. Almost killed the horseman, but horseman survived, and now the berserker is dead. And my horseman is gonna run far away so that it can heal up. Far enough away that I'm not tempted to move it next time. Okay, now that oh yeah, hey, let's go out and take care of this missionary while we're here. Sure enough. And that ends its turn. Okay, so he might He's probably going to come out and clobber my scout. That would be a shame. But we needed to get rid of that missionary. One, two, three. Antioch needs more housing. Yep. Oh, this archer's got a promotion. Good deal. It's nice. Well, he's out of move. He fired, so it doesn't have any movement left over, so he can't get the promotion this turn. He'll be able to get it next turn. Oh, goody. Now we get some options for upgrades. Oh, stirrups. Now this is weird. It's not showing. Let's do this again. That's weird. Like the little glitch. Like right here, there should be a picture of knights. Because that's what we get. Okay, I'm going to go for stirrups next and get knights so that I have to build apprenticeship first. Really like to get crossbows. Apprenticeship's going to be pretty good though too. I want to get stirrups, get knights, and so that hippodromes and hippodrome buildings will be even better for me. Okay, yeah, we built this builder we built this city. We built that builder to get that. Oh, that's gotta be careful. Engaging in an archery duel with archers versus crossbow, generally not a good idea. Okay. No rivers over here, so that's another reason why Liang will be really important. Wow, lots of fish here. Okay, wow. Not much in the way of no ley lines. I mean, yeah, we'll build a city here because we have to occupy all this territory, but most it's not gonna be. I don't see a great holy site. Holy sites like to be next to woods or mountains. There's one wood here. The rest is all jungles. We didn't, yeah, I mean, right? I'm just double checking, Divine Spark doesn't help. Shrines and temples are good for culture, though. Gotta keep remembering, that's good. So one strategy would be to be back here so that I'm immune to attacks from longships. But I don't. Some of the good spots are going to be these coastal tiles with fisheries. So, well, all these fish. One, two, three. If I'm in one of these tiles, I can get these two fish. One, two, three. If I'm in this tile, I can get these two and the crabs. Well, it'd be good to know what's up there, but I don't think it's anything. Looks like the coast is here. Pretty sure that is exactly the coast. This ley line's a little too far away. Although I should think about it. These are plains. Plains and woods. So we have a ley line here. So there are some opportunities for holy sites around here. Okay, I think I want to build here. That gives me enough room to put two cities that are both within range of building a holy site next to these ley lines, and kind of clump them up so they can benefit off of each other. You know, so I can do something like this. Holy sites are great to put in the desert because deserts aren't good for much else. So, and then if I put a, I don't know, maybe it's a hippodrome here. Let's see here. That gets them to both to +3, which isn't bad. I can put a. There's no use keeping that wood because it's got to be next to 2 wood to get the bonus. But one thing that does do better in jungles is campuses, because campuses get a 2 jungles gives you a +1 adjacency bonus to a campus plus the ley line here. So this gives us good use out of this ley line, 3 +3 districts. And we can build on that a little further by maybe putting a harbor here. And maybe a harbor here. Which means that, let's see. So this is where, when you have that time to plan ahead, you know, ley lines are, you know, are generally considered the worst of the secret societies to, or hermetic order, which gives you ley lines, is often considered kind of the worst of the secret societies to join because the ley lines are so unpredictable. Like, you know, so chances are low that by the time you get hermetic order, you've already built a couple cities, and ley lines probably aren't in the best spot. But a little later in the game, you can do some real serious planning around ley lines to get the benefits here. Okay, so now we're not done. We want to get a, if we have a city here, I know it's in the desert, which isn't great, but there's, wait. Oh, it's too close to a cod. Well, we ain't doing anything about, can't do anything about that. Well, I think we can just shuffle everything. Well, we just lose the harbor, that's all. Okay, the harbor spot would have been good. So, um, we're putting a city here. Make this a +6 from the ley line and being next to city and the two districts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way we can, that way, so now we know that the city has to be um, at least this far from that city. So it's got to be here. And I think I like this spot the best. Yeah, I think this will be okay. We have a agriculture triangle here. And we'll have a couple decent holy sites, and yeah, let's go. What that means, we've got to build this. If we're gonna have a holy site here, we need another city. 2, 3, 4. So we got to put the city back in here someplace. Probably here. 2, 3, or here. It's a long ways to build out to for a holy site. But I'm not sure I want to lose these woods. I'm wondering, do I want to build a city here? It's in the desert, but at least it'd be by a river. Or I could, if I put a city here, 1, 2, 3. It's a long build out. I'm thinking of a city somewhere close enough to get an aqueduct to that water. I mean, it could be here. But this city has got to be 4 tiles from a cod. So it could be here instead of a hippodrome. This doesn't have to be a hippodrome, it just says it needs to be a district. What if this is a city? Oh, it's too close to that city then. Okay. So no, let's go back to hippodrome. And I think it's got to be right there. If we put a city here, then I only have to build out to 2 hexes. And then I think I have enough room to put another city in the middle of all this, which is good because there's like a lot of nice stuff, especially if I want the city here out closer to the edge of the coast, so that I don't want to give Norway, I don't want to tempt them to build a city there. Although if they did, I'd probably get it from loyalty. Okay, so let's say that we end up building a city there. Okay, no other cities possible in this area. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then we could build a city yeah, I think here-ish. No, you're not going to get the aqueduct. I mean, the desert spot's horrible for a city, but it's got a lot of other stuff around it that's good. And then we can put an aqueduct here to solve the water problem. Because there's no mountains. That's the only river. Can't put the city here because it's too close. Here it's not on it. If I'm here, then I can't build a city here. Okay. I don't love this, but now is there room for a city? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait. What's this problem? Too close to city or blocked terrain. What city? Too close to city or blocked by terrain. Does that mean it's got some sort of it's not a ley line. It could have a resource that we don't know about, like a luxury resource, but that usually doesn't block. Oh, that's interesting. So it's not a luxury resource. So it could be blocked by a strategic resource. So, but usually you're not actually blocked by a strategic resource if you haven't discovered it yet. So I'm wondering if this is Gabriel. I don't know if you've Armando. If you're in hearing distance, I don't know if you run across this. If you build that, maybe map tax as this software mod is smart enough to realize that there is, say, oil or something in this tile, but we haven't discovered oil. So I think I could build. I mean, I can't think of any other reason why I wouldn't be able to build a city on this tile. I'm at least 4 hexes from every other city that I'm thinking about building. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the warning is too close to city or blocked by terrain. It's really dangerous to ignore these warnings because they're usually right, but I just don't see why that would be a problem. I'm wondering if it might be best to not build a city here and just let these other cities be bigger in terms of what they get. Okay, so if this city's here, it can build out 3. All these, most of these tiles can be developed by that city, and this one can get those tiles. These cities here, these tiles don't get developed. I'm gonna save it for last. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, let's go another turn and see what happens. There goes the knight. Yep, took out my scout. Unfortunate. Yeah, and there goes the crossbow. Yeah, not a good. Probably don't want to be. I could take a ping at this guy. I think I will. Let's see. Who's this? Not this guy has promotion. Okay, he's going to retreat. This guy's going to come up here and take a shot. So the barbarians can't heal, so every time you get a chance to damage them, like trading punches hurts, but they don't get to heal up between punches. I can retreat back and heal that guy. Okay, so up here, gonna get a +10 combat strength when in a district defense. Yeah, I am sad to have lost that scout. That's too bad. This knight is still on the rampage, and this knight is very dangerous, as this is the scout will test. This warrior in a fight with the knight does not come out good. I think I'm just going to retreat. think I'm gonna pop, well, pop up here, look around. Does this guy have movement left? Yes, it does. So let's get that lumber mill built. Heal. No, we're gonna pass. Okay, now both of my archers need to come home and heal. And my spearman is going to get in position. Tirson finished a holy site. Good deal. Yeah, my faith production is now up to 44. That's good. Let's keep doubling down on faith production. Be good to get some more physical production. My people okay, so the knight has come up here. So we would love for the knight to come chase down my swordsman. So we're going to have this archer come up here. Okay, so what I'm thinking is if the swordsman going to come to here, if the knight has no other targets, maybe it will come back here and think about Mycenae. Meanwhile, this builder has 2 builds left. We could buy out somewhere, but I don't think I want to use money. I think what I want to do actually was come up and help develop some of this land. Here we go. Ancient Walls is done. Holy Site right here. Boom. Now let's chop, and we've reduced that time a bit. It'll get better. We only got 1 person there. I guess I'm wondering if I want to be finishing the granary. I think I want to finish the granary before I start Petra, even though that adds 6 turns and increases the chance somebody else builds Petra first. That will just give me the housing I need for me to grow throughout that process. Although I'm gonna, I think I need to. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and build a builder here. And then, how much time do I have long in this era? 12 turns, at least. It's not long. Archer. Huh. Now I'm really nervous in terms of going out and developing tiles on the coast because I'm worried about those longships coming at me. Yeah, ancient walls first, probably a good idea. Let's see. Come on, Harold. Come get my swordsman. No, where'd he go? Harold has left the building. Well, the general is here. I'm wondering if Harold is near the general. I'm just kind of thinking that knight is just gonna show up here in my, pillaging my commercial zone or something. I mean, that's what I would be doing. Oh, my poor horseman. See, the perfect opportunity here for a horseman is to pop up, look around, see what's out there, come back. I'm gonna have the swordsman go here. It lets me see that tile. This warrior can come out and look here. By the way, what do I need to upgrade him? I got enough iron, just need gold, and I could upgrade that to a swordsman. Probably a good investment. Well, as much as I'd like to go and clean up the neighborhood over here, I think I need to, as long as that knight's running around, I'm not sure I have that luxury. Builder 210. Slowly but surely, I am getting a little bit better faith production in the 40s instead of the 30s. That's like a 33% increase. Repair that winery. That plantation going. Okay. I need to take a short bio break. I will be right back. Okay, we are back. I'm embarrassed to admit I've been back for a couple of minutes. I started making my move. Like, wait a minute, I still got the be right back thing going on Twitch. Yeah. Okay, so I chopped down this jungle over here. We got our ancient walls. That's good, and I'm trying to figure out what I should build. Maybe I should build a campus. But I'm also thinking about having an triangle of agriculture here. So I would have to buy out to the campus. Not quite ready to do that. Even the campuses aren't going to be really good. I mean, there's a... if this luxury resource wasn't here, this would be a great place for a campus, because reefs give you +2 adjacency bonuses to campuses. So a campus right here would be a +4 campus, but damn wine is in the way. You can't get rid of luxury resources. You can get rid of bonus resources, but not luxes or strategic resources. So I don't actually see a good spot for a campus now or later, and I don't see a good spot for a holy site. Okay, let's go with what we can do. Let's do a... Oh, do we not have harbor technology yet? Is that why I'm not finding it? Oh yeah, we don't have celestial navigation yet. And we're beelining the stirrups. Okay. Well, let's build a monument. We could build a monument and then a granary, and I mean, we probably want to make a crappy holy site anyway, because we can still do all the, uh, even if the base faith isn't there, we can get faith from shrines and temples, and also let's not forget, this is pretty nice. I'm really liking choral music. Shrines and temples provide culture equal to their intrinsic faith output. So it doesn't matter what the adjacency bonus is going to be for that. So shrines and temples. What is the intrinsic faith? I don't even know. That's a very basic sort of thing. But what do you get from a shrine? How much faith? 2. And how much do you get from a temple? 4. So I mean, a monument plus a crappy holy site that has a shrine and a temple is going to generate 8 culture because of core music, and 6 faith. It's not great, but if you have a bunch of cities out there, it adds up. Yeah, okay. I mean, and we'll definitely want to do a hippodrome. Okay, so that's what we're going to end up doing here. Okay, so let's plan this out. I think we want to take advantage of the opportunity here for a agricultural triangle and do that. If you're watching, I'm sure you know. If you've played any Civ at all, you know this already. But just in case somebody's just really learning, farms have an adjacency bonus of +1 for 2 farms being next to it. So if you put them in a triangle, you can see that each of these farms is adjacent to 2 farms. So they each get an extra food production by putting them in a triangle. So if you get, so that's a nice thing to do. Ideally, every city has a agricultural triangle somewhere. And you can do an agricultural diamond too by doing a 4th one. Like it would have to be here or here, which that's not going to happen, but that's fine. And we're going to want, I think for production reasons, we're going to want, well, we can get a really nice lumber mill there eventually. That's wood, so we could do that real soonish. And how many charges we have left on this builder? 1. I don't think I want to spend much money on this city, so I'm just going to limit myself to what I can do with the territory I have. And eventually it'll get bananas, which are really nice. Bananas are great. All right. No peace for you. I've been at war so long with them, I'm probably having war weariness penalties. Oh, we got Constantinople to 10 pop, which gives us the civil service boost, which means that we're going to get to divine rights soon. Where are our 2 temples? I know we have 1. We have the temple in Constantinople. Okay, so the reason we don't have a temple here, we don't even have a shrine there, we just have a holy site, is that we started cranking out settlers before we got that far. And that's pretty critical. So I don't think we have another city that's close enough to, yeah. Oh, Cheerson. is the one that is close enough. It's got its holy site done and is building a shrine, but it's not going to be 18 turns, and the temple's going to be a bunch of turns after that. There's nothing to chop. Yeah. I think we're just not going to be able to get the, unless we want to sacrifice our settler expansion by diverting Antioch to building a temple. We're not going to get our boost for divine right. Which is a shame. It's a lovely, lovely boost to get. Now, where is the crossbow person? Crossbowmen and women. There might be some, you never know. They might be progressive. So, I'm rethinking I think I put a farm eventually over here and free this up to be a holy site. And then eventually build a harbor here. And that will catapult its adjacency bonus to 1. The holy site. Yeah, not great. But it also, it's that triangle thing. All 3 of these districts are adjacent to 2 other districts. So it makes the harbor a +3. You know. And let's just go ahead and build a mine there. Now I'm thinking I should have, I can't build a lumber mill there until I get whatever that technology is that lets me build. I'm going to look that up. I really want to try and commit that to memory. Let's see, lumber mill. Probably says in here. Mercantilism. That sounds like a that sounds like a civic. Sounds like a Renaissance era civic. Yep, Renaissance era civic. Yep. So it's on the horizon, but no. Okay, that's how to remember it. It's the same. It's the same policy that gets us privateers. Not policy. It's the same civic. So this builder has a couple of actions left on it. Adrianople is producing along. Yep, I don't think I want to... And when it gets its 5th person, it can start working this tile. Okay. I think I'm going to steal this builder. Okay, next turn. See what happens. See if we see any knights, Norwegian knights. Nope. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can. Do I want somebody else with my money? I think I upgrade to a swordsman. I hate doing it without the. I hate doing upgrades unless I have the policies in place give me discounts. So, since I don't see a pressing, and that don't see that knight. Yep, I'm not going to use the money for that. Oh, I gotta watch out. This is gonna sneak up on me. 8 turns until the next era. Got to get as many cheap builders and as I can. We're going for Divine Right next. That will let us upgrade our... Oh, that's why the knight didn't show... Oh, okay, this is interesting. Kind of. Kind of interesting. I have been beelining to stirrups because that's usually where you get knights. And then and I noticed earlier that it's not showing up here, and I don't know why. But Basil is, instead of getting a knight, it gets a Tagma, which is a medieval unit replaces the knight. And I assumed that it would show up with stirrups, but no, I just saw it on the civics tree with Divine Right. There it is there, the Tagma. So it's going to take me... I'm not going to get it with stirrups. So stirrups is practically useless now. Pastures plus 1 food. Yeah, whatevs. I mean, okay, good, but not that good. I think what I need to do then is... I guess I'll finish apprenticeship because we're working on it. Then I think I want to switch to machinery and get crossbows. And then, I don't know, at some point I need to go back here and pick up all these. I need fishing boats so I can... Okay, I'm going to grab fishing boats and then go back to that. Let's do fishing boats and then come back and revisit the question of what priority. That way I can go out and farm or develop ocean tiles, which is dangerous because of the because of who my neighbor is, the Vikings. Okay, let's see. So I don't know where that crossbowman is, but I'm setting it up. What I'm trying to do is, if that crossbowman is here, well, let's find out. It's not. Okay, good. Okay, we haven't found it yet. Okay, so that crossbowman is back in there somewhere. Okay. barbarians approaching. Oh, that's where the crossbowman went. Oh, good. That's great, actually. That's great. It's going to throw itself against my walls, which can fire back. What's better than fighting a crossbowman over here? It's fighting it over there where my walls are. That can shoot back. Okay, now we know where the barbarians are. Okay, we could purchase a guru. We're not going to. Cherson needs more housing. Okay. Nicaea needs more amenities to be productive. That's not good. I don't want it having production penalties. So I think what might be happening here is war weariness. Might be the culprit. No, there's no war weariness here. It's kind of odd given how long we've been at war that it's usually the cities most closely to where the fighting is taking place. I'm cycling through to get to Adrianople because it's also closer. Okay, so we're not getting a war weariness penalty. I'm wondering if there is a luxury resource. Well, we're also building a lot of cities now, so that's depleting our by the way, I didn't just kill that great general. It just respawns back in the nearest city, so okay, what I want to do is see what resources I have. Let's see. Luxury resources. I could get turtles. I've got cotton. I've got sugar. I've got wine. Turtles or tea. Those are the ones that I know about but don't have. I know where there's a turtle. Right there. I mean, I'm nervous about his ships because but you know. Okay, we're gonna go for those. Well, I'm gonna look around, see if where are the most accessible ones. It's really expensive to expand out to that third hex, you know. Okay, so. Okay, those are the turtles. They're all, the ones that are within reach are these two, and they're both, this one's going to be the cheapest to get to. Let's look at tea. There they are. Okay, so that one is the only one that is, it will be in range once I build this city here. Which is a factor. I mean, that might be a good reason to prioritize. I got another settler coming on next turn. But I think I really do want to get this one settled before the Norwegians settle over there. But I've got to clear these, get these barbarians cleared out. I can also build hippodromes. I mean, I've been prioritizing the holy sites. We are going for religious victory after all. It's not feeling like it at the moment. Some of the victory types don't feel like you're doing much for that victory type until well into the cultural victory, especially. You're not racking up tourists until you get to, you know, at least the industrial age. Maybe the modern age. when you get flight, a lot of the tourist stuff kicks in then. Okay, my horseman is back. I'm going to take a gamble and have my horseman come over and help with this. It's a gamble because I don't know when that don't know when that knight's going to come back, or if he's going to come back with more guys. 225. Okay, I got to wait a couple turns before I can buy it. I'm going to have to buy out that turtle. So I'm glad I didn't use my money on something else. Okay, so this man-at-arms is not going to be very effective against that. I mean, my spearman's not going to be very effective against man-at-arms. But what I'm hoping is that I can lure him over, because he's going to see that I'm such a juicy target. And I'm going to hit him with both of my archers. These archers, ancient era archers, but they both have 2 promotions, which makes them a lot more like crossbowmen. Just think how nice they'd be if they were actually crossbowmen with 2 promotions. Well, we're going to find out. Okay. Yeah, oh no, I'm not going to. That's right. That's what I didn't spend the money on. Don't make that mistake now. Let's the money we got. Okay, there we go. Okay, now my builders can go in the water, which is good, and I don't think, no. Yeah, I feel really vulnerable there. Oh, I get that for free in 5 turns. Really? Wow. That's a good point. If I get it for free in 5 turns, I don't want to buy it now. It sometimes feels a little unreliable, though, when it says you're going to get this spot in some number of turns. Well, maybe you will. Maybe you won't, though. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to be able to start building some of these things, but I think I need to get, because he pretty soon he's going to be having the Norwegians are going to have like musket men. If I'm still, I need to get up to, I need to stay so that I'm only 1 or 2 eras behind him and not 3. It's just okay. We have. Okay, I'm going to proceed with the assumption that I am going to get rid of this barbarian. And look, he hit my spear and actually didn't do that much damage to it. Although he damaged himself. So that means he's weaker now. And this crossbowman is just sitting there trading punches with my city. Oh, gosh, how stupid the AI is sometimes. Okay. Well, yeah, what are we going to build next over here in Antioch? settler, I think. We could also buy a settler with faith. We wanted to free up 20 turns worth of production. Also, I think it would be good to. How much does it cost for a granary? Was that something to think about? 390. So it's about 7 turns. I could buy a granary if I don't buy anything else. I still have several cities I need to build. So, how much is a settler? 605 faith. Oh, well, I'm up to almost 50 faith a turn now, so that's not as far away as one might think. That's 4 turns away. I also want to build builders. What was I looking for? This 6 turns. So only for 6 more turns, because I'm not gonna be in a golden age next turn. That's for sure. I'm 1 point away from having a normal age next turn. I could build a galley. Might not be a bad idea. That would give me. I might be able to buy a galley. They're pretty cheap. 390. It's cutting it close. I'm also going to want a faith to buy this trader. How much is the trader going to cost? 210. Okay, I think no. I'm not going to buy a settler with faith. So I'm going to deviate from my spamming settler strategy just for 5 turns to build a granary here so that my population can keep growing while I'm doing this. And I am going to build a builder, and I'm going to do something really boring. I'm going to build some farmland here. I want to get an agricultural triangle here. I need one more leg on that stool. Okay, we finished the granary in Nicaea. So we have enough housing. We have 8 housing. That's enough to ignore housing for a while. So that means I'm going to start Petra. 100 turns is what it says. It's not going to take us 100 turns. But thank you. And we are... Nine turns till we grow another population. Okay, this is what I'm actually going to spend money on, is right here. Okay, there we go. We'll do +5 there. I'm going to lock these down. Those 2 anyway. And we will slowly grow while we're building it. And eventually... It's tempting to chop these, but those are going to be decent producers, too. With lumber mill, not good for food, but okay. Do I dare attack him? Nah, let's just let him come to us and just heal a few points. Okay, I think both of these barbarians are going to die this turn. And I want the experience points to go to the archers. There we go. Yeah, it's tempting to actually not fire at this guy. He's not really doing much. Next turn I can have this archer move here. I'd rather have the archer get the experience points. Yeah. Spearman. Hey, Spearman gets a promotion. Combat strength versus melee or combat strength versus cavalry? This is defending. This is a support bonus +1. Yeah. So for the spearman, it's not very often I do well enough for the spearman to get promotions, but when I do like to get the. They already get bonuses against cavalry, and because spearmen get bonuses of cavalry, I'm conditioned to thinking of them as somebody I should prioritize fighting cavalry with. So that's why I give them the bonus against cavalry, because that's what I'm most likely going to do with them. Okay. And here's the trader. Okay. Oh, we've already chopped 26 turns off the growth of Petra. 74 turns. Is that all? Okay, we finished a market in Constantinople. Good deal. And we're going to get Divine Right in 15 turns, so I don't want to build the arena just yet. It's... What should I build? Campuses are... Is there a good campus spot? A lot of +2 spots. Here we go. +3 if I build here, but then I'm going to lose this production. +3 here, but that's on as a really good food spot. I think from one less. It's also good to have a campus though next to a mountain. And is this a campus? No, that's a holy site. I don't think I have a campus yet. Otherwise my oh man, I just hate losing that production if I go there. Because I don't, this is my capital. I don't have great production anyway. I'd like to put it next to a mountain though. What other opportunities do I have for production down the road? Let's see. they mean these also be great to have industrial zones. I mean, tearing up these spots to create industrial zones does make some sense, because like put an aqueduct here, industrial zone here, which would be next to the aqueduct and a strategic resource, and I can get some production that way. But that doesn't, you know, so building a campus here is also bad because it blocks off the best aqueduct site. Where did I build that cotton industry? Over here. So that's where I'm thinking of maybe eventually building a campus. I mean, an encampment. I'm going to build an aqueduct here. If I'm going to rip up this industry, it's going to be for other industry. I'm still going to get that. Yep. Well, I probably don't need this horseman out over here anymore. Okay, that just makes all these tiles way better. This went from 2 3s to 3 4s in terms of food production. And I would like to speed this up a little bit in terms of some of my growth. At least, let's say I get growth in 4 turns. Oh, and I'm going to have the granary. Yeah, let's take this one off. Okay, it's going to be slightly longer to get the granary, 1 turn longer, but we'll get our housing up to 10, and this focusing on food a little bit more so we can get our population up would be good too. Yeah, I know about the city range attack. We're not doing it. Is it like not click right to ignore it? Yes, I'm going to ignore it. Because I want my archer to get the experience points for killing the crossbowman. Besides, the archer is a little bit upset at how badly the crossbowman hurt them earlier in the war. And really wants and deserves that moment right there that it just got. There, that was it. Okay, spearman. I'm gonna have the spearman go down and check that out and make sure it is all clear. Oh, and I finished the trading route. Okay, so let's see if we can do something to help the production of Petra here with this trading route here. We can get 3 food and 2 production going to Antioch. or to Constantinople. Which place do I want this road? I think this road save us. Yeah, I think let's go to Constantinople. Okay, that dropped the number of turns from 73 down to 59. And this trader, which just finished its route, is going to transfer to Nicaea and do the same thing. But I have to wait till next turn to do that trade route. Okay, 3 turns. Yep, still gonna happen. Good, because I spent the money elsewhere. I think this archer can go back. I mean, now that we killed a barbarian camp, probably another one's going to pop up. Just the way it tends to work. Even though I know I'm eventually going to build a industrial zone there, I'm going to go ahead and pasteurize these cows because it's just a little bit better production. And Sharon needs production. He is persistent, isn't he? I wonder if he's getting war weariness. Medieval era ends in 3 turns. 137 faith. I guess it'll be kind of close to whether I get enough faith to get another builder. Okay. Spearman going up there. We have the archer tag along just in case. The next 2 towns I'm going to build are going to be this one. That's going to be the next town, and then these 2. And then this one. We've got a plan for a good industry along here. And then we'll put one up here somewhere. Look at the ley lines up here, man. It's going to be some fun up here in the tundra. Okay, this one is going to go to Antioch. So this is also helping the food situation in Nicaea. So now the Petra build is down to 48 turns. And we're going to have 4 citizens soon. I think this needs to be the next place we have a builder. 220. Yeah, we should be able to buy another builder with faith. Two turns. Oh. Uh-oh. we have a berserker up here. Okay, new military emergency. Everybody get up here. That's scary. Antioch wants more housing. Well, just in time. It's going to get more housing in 2 turns. Oh, and we finished the monument. And we got Divine Right in 11 turns. Let's start. Oh, now that we know what we want to do, let's start the Holy Site. Yeah, the monument just gave us enough time to figure out what we wanted to do. I'm going to pop out here and look. Make sure we're not getting interest in more than one direction. Okay, is this still going to happen? 1 turn. Okay. Kind of a general, there's like a lot of intense discussions happening back at command headquarters, wondering what's going to happen from these berserkers. Well, they didn't cross the border. They didn't do anything this last round, so we'll fire at them. And now, as they are, they have a movement of 2. But if they start the turn in my territory, they have a movement of 4. So I think I can go ahead and move these guys here. These guys are really vulnerable. Archers out in the middle of open territory. No, nobody here. Okay, we got next turn is the new era. We expanded to turtles. Let's see, we're still getting a Nicaea is still. Oh, amenities 0. It's fine on amenities front. Well, let's see what happens here. Oh, I think should have got bought that builder. I think I might have lost the opportunity to buy the builder. Are we in a new age yet? Do I have another turn? Nope, I don't have another turn. Okay, well then I'm 235 points better towards getting Hercules. Okay. Okay, I don't dare come here with the archer because the berserker could kill me. If I come here, then next turn I could run into the city if he doesn't come out here further. And this guy, he kind of has the same math. And the swordsman's going to come up to here. And okay, we're in a dark age. Wow, I was just missed it by 1 point. That's probably a So I think we can take Exodus of the Evangelists again because we're building all these new cities that we're definitely going to want to convert to our religion, schismatics, and we might even we might want to build a missionary and do that. Settlers. I'm having this horseman, charge towards where that fight is breaking out. Unmet player finished Machu Picchu. Iconium wants more housing. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are getting a concerted attack up here. Can this guy run into the... this is not good. Not good at all. If I attack with the archers, all I can do is I can seriously wound one of these guys. But then they can both probably attack me back. Oh yeah, this is not good. Can I buy an archer here? How much is an archer? 360. I'm a ways from that. Yeah, it was probably a mistake to take my archer out of there, although at the time it was a pretty serious threat. So I can move my archer to there. The knight could hit it though, if it wants to. Maybe it just wants to attack my city. If I can move the swordsman out to block somebody getting to the archer, but then I got a situation where both of these units could attack my swordsman, probably kill it. I think I'm going to hope that they don't come down that way. This city's going to be in trouble. I think we're just going to keep focusing on the berserker. 8 damage, that's not much. I think I should be trying to build an archer there. Just in case it manages to hold on for 7 turns. Oh, here's a horseman. My horseman probably needs to keep. It can go here. The other option is I could. Let's see how one more turn goes. The other thing I could do is, say, hey, you still interested in peace? And now I have enough faith production. I feel a little bit better. I have a little bit better faith production. And faith production is just going to increase. I could start building apostles, defend my holy city through the traditional means of having apostles that get out there and say, no, let's debate that. Yeah, let's start with walls. That seems to do well for us. And let's chop down some trees. Did they retreat? Oh my gosh. They retreated. What? Seriously. The berserkers got hit by some arrows and I don't know, 2 of them died. And they're like, oh my god, let's get out of here. What the hell? Wow. That's crazy. Their units are so much better. I still got a huge punch, It's like when tiger tanks retreat. You don't want to. You gotta be careful how hard you pursue them. Okay, let's trade places here. Put my horseman there. Okay, now we got a nice little position there. I'm going to sneak this archer into the city through the back. I also have machinery, so I can upgrade. Costs money though. Let's see. 4 turns I get divine right. Okay, I got some wheels turning. Apprenticeship in 1 turn. Well, let's take the 1 turn. Jeez. It's not going to help us with military, but it will. It's like 1 turn. We can help us with industry. That would be pretty good. Okay. Okay, I don't think we want all of our archers down there. I mean, it's you know, you get spooked and you start sending everybody. But let's keep some guys down this way. Maybe this archer should go over to Nicaea, protect our Petra investment, and I mean, at the very least, they should have come out and pillaged, you know? I mean, they are Vikings after all. Okay, we got our walls up around Amasea. So, where's the holy site going to be? There's nothing here for holy site. Well, let's build the monument. Oh, now they've all retreated. That one knight isn't even out there anymore. Okay, apprenticeship. We've got a lot of upgrades we can do. 3 turns we get divine right, and we'll look at swapping in the policies that make upgrades cheaper. Meantime, we'll build up a little bit more cash. Let's see, this archer's going to go here. This archer is going to go to here. And yeah, I think we're good. Oh, the Droman. I forgot about the Droman. I do have a good naval unit that could maybe made an interesting opponent for the Viking longships. Although it's already, I haven't even got the technology yet, and it's probably already outdated. Actually, the next ship stuff's going to be the Caravel, which is here. Well, I would like to... What can I get? Let's see. I need a settler. I mean, a builder. Need to get some... get one more... I need to improve another ocean resource so that I can get the boost for Celestial Navigate... Or Celestial... what is it? Whatever it is. Anyway, the one that gives me harbors. Probably need to buy out... Is there a place where I can pick one up without having to buy out to it? No. Well, I don't want to buy out 2 hexes, which are all those options. So we've got some we can buy out 1 hex options over here. I guess the crab here, maybe. With a fish here, but slightly further away. Okay, let's do that. Would like it to improve this first. How much it cost to buy about 1 hex? 150. Yeah. I'm gonna need money for all my upgrades. Okay, I'm not gonna buy out to the cotton. I could do something here before I leave, like I don't really even see anything that exciting that I want to do there. Not yet. Okay, let's buy out to the crabs. Actually, 8 turns is gonna go to the fish. Okay, we'll go to the fish then. Okay, so that means I will get the boost for celestial navigation. Well, celestial navigation eventually. You know, maybe I'll take military tactics, because that's the one I don't think I'm going to get a boost for. Killing it with spearmen. I'll have some barbarians show up. Maybe I will. I need to take a bio break. Actually, this might be a good place to stop. It's almost 1 o'clock. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I've had a ton of fun playing with you guys today. I think that things look equally grim from when I started. Like, I don't think I'm doing what I said that I needed to do. Like, I don't think the situation's gotten worse. Like, I am out here settling these cities. So, I mean, we have, 1, 2, 3 more cities than we did at the beginning of the session. We've got a reasonable shot at getting Petra here. Phase production's starting to get better. Gold production's okay. It would be better, except that both of the trade routes that I have are concentrated on getting production to Nicaea. So yeah, it's coming along, and I'm having fun. I'm going to keep at it until it's like takes a big turn to the worst, or we win eventually. So, but it's it's going to take some time. All right. Thanks a lot again for stopping by, and hope you have a great week. And I had a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.